talking about microeconomic consumer behavior and economic distribution. To begin with, consumer behavior in microeconomics is all about how individuals and households make decisions when resources like money and time are limited. These decisions are based on things like personal preference, income, and prices. The main goal is to maximize satisfaction, or what we call utility, based on their budget. Now, why is this important in real life? Well, understanding consumer behavior helps business with pricing and demand planning. It also helps governments create better policies that meet real consumer needs. It's also important to study how people make choices when they don't have all the information. For example, when prices aren't clear or product details are missing, this helps in fixing problems related to misinformation or confusion in the market. Moving on to economic distribution, this is about how income and wealth are shared between individuals or groups in a society. Unequal distribution can lead a big difference in how vulnerable people are to risk and financial losses. It also affects things like social justice, development, and overall stability in the economy. Finally, the aim of studying consumer behavior and distribution is not just to understand how people spend money, it's to help forecast how they might react to changes, like price increase or income changes. It also helps support fair policy around taxes, welfare, and income support, aiming for a more stable and just society. Thank you.
So today I'm going to talk about the theory of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior is the way people decide what to buy, how they use the product or service, and how they get rid of it. People make this choice to feel happy, satisfied, or to meet their needs and wants. For total utility versus marginal utility, total utility means all the happiness you get from using something, and marginal utility means the extra happiness from using one more. Bakery said that if you already have a lot, getting more gives you less extra happiness. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the law of diminishing marginal. Law of diminishing marginal utility says that when you keep using or eating the same thing, each new one gives you less happiness. Lin and Peng 2022 said this is true even if you don't count the happiness. You can just feel it. People enjoy the first time more and enjoy it less and less after. For example, the first bite of chocolate tastes great, but after a few more, it feels less enjoyable. This shows the law in real life. And the last part is consumer equilibrium. Consumer equilibrium is when a person spends money in a way that gives them most happiness. Lapan and Brown said this happens when each ringgit gives the same happiness, so changing what they buy won't help. People also choose how much to work to feel more satisfied. Thank you.
Theory of economic distribution, how wages are set in a perfectly competitive labour market. Firstly, productivity of labour. Employees are willing to pay workers that are more productive. Second is supplies of worker. The higher the wage, the higher the supplies of worker. Third is mobility of worker, how easily worker can move to get a job. Factors influencing wage equilibrium. Demand. If the company needs more worker, they will pay higher wage and higher more. Supply. Labour supply curve coordinate from the trade-off between labour and leisure. Others reward two factor of production. Rent. David Ricardo. Rent is what you pay the landowner for using land. Modern theory. Rent is mostly based on how rare or limited land and its product are, not just how good the land is. Profit. When the business cover the cost, it is normal profit. If more than that, super normal profit. Interest. Interest rate go up and more people want to borrow the money.
The government introduced this policy to ensure a fair wage, protect workers from exploitation, and promote a more equal income distribution. And for recommendation, all private employers must follow the minimum wage law. Micro enterprise were given time to adjust, and the wage rate is reviewed every 2 years based on economic conditions.
The conclusion is consumer behavior is how we choose when the resources are limited, and distribution theory is how we share the wealth value. Together, we can make more fair, balanced, and productive economy.